Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. They were the final two unbeatens in the NFL a season ago. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ten yards still left on second down. Play clock winding down. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And incomplete to open things up. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Brady over the middle. He's got Tim Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Shepard will go in motion right. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be first down, New England. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Off play action, Newton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Booker, 59 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Eifert, the man in motion. Throwing on third down, Newton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Newton. And Eifert has it. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Little motion now from the tight end. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Patriots get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On the ground, this is Williams. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Time running out here on the play clock. Williams will try again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. In the slot on the right is Graham. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Brady now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The man in motion is Brown. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is Shepard on the catch. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
20.
On first down, Brady looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Caught Eifert over the middle. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The play clock's running down. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to go up top, and this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion. Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down. That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback. Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend. One of the tight ends comes in motion. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can. It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now it's Newton. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Here's Newton. He's going to run, and that's caught inside the 35. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long from Big D.